Hello everyone, this is bladerart and welcome back to Mass Effect. Now we are on Pharos and we need to do something about the colonists or like the people in Pharos. We just need to get like food and like some actually we need to go and talk to someone who actually about like the water supplies, which is Kalanta Blake.
Hello, Off-Worlder. I'm glad that we aren't totally forgotten by the rest of the galaxy.
Dear, please try to rest. You're not ready to speak.
But they should know... I mean, they are very important. Yes. That's better.
What's wrong?
Is there anything I can do for you?
I'm fine. I just need to try to think clearly. It's just a lingering pain from the last attack. I'll be fine.
She looks whole, but something's clearly causing her pain.
Please, just let her rest. She just needs rest.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Alright, we need...
You're the one who repelled that last wave. They'll be back. And if the Geth don't kill us, we'll die of hunger soon enough.
Are you doing anything to remedy the situation?
I need to boost rations with Varen meat, but it's too dangerous. The Alpha Varen, he's huge and he's mad. Rabid maybe. Totally uncontrollable.
Oh.
I can't do anything until he's dead.
we killed him.
I killed the big Varen. The rest are yours.
Excellent. I'll organize a hunt when the immediate threat of the Geth is gone.
Okay, personal questions. Just pay up. Now, we're not gonna pay them just so...
I have to go.
Here, for your trouble.
Oh, they
it's not much I
pay
know,
it?
but it's all we can spare.
Oh, they pay us already? Okay, he paid us already. I mean, I guess. Alright, now we unlock something called Unity. Fitness. Immunity, okay. Okay, so... we need to go and talk to someone about the water.
Nice work with those Geth. Glad you showed up. I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
Would it help if I brought in some power cells from the Normandy? We can certainly spare a few.
The top-of-the-line ship doesn't use the same parts as the old generator.
Oh.
The cells just aren't compatible.
If I find anything while I'm looking around, I'll send it your way.
Alright.
Thank you, Commander. I appreciate it.
Yeah, there's like a lot we need to do. Find cells. Jeez. Inform Zeus Hope. Wait, aren't we in Zeus Hope? Yeah, we are in... okay. Faidan... Macha? Who's that? Okay, not... okay, hang on. Who is Macha? Am I saying his name wrong? Oh, their name wrong? No, it's actually their name. You're me. Oh, you're Matcha.
The water started running not long ago. Thanks to you, I assume. Now we just need to deal with the Geth and we can get back to growing this colony.
Okay, good.
Credits for your trouble. Thank you
Ah,
again.
thanks. Missing. Okay, yeah, these are just other side missions that we could do. Okay. Okay, unusual readings. Okay, and find cells. Okay, beneath Zeus Hoop. So, okay, right here. Wait, that's the wrong way, never mind. So it's beneath, yes, beneath Zeus Hope. Just need to, okay, I just want to like check and see. Just want to check and see.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Okay.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck.
I don't understand. Is it? But oh, wait a minute. There's a pathway here. Unless it just loops all the way back. Yeah, it just loops all the way back. Okay. Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's go back to the where I think the rumble was. Like the rubble was on yeah. Right. Right now let's focus on Pharaohs. Go to EXOGENI headquarters. Normandy. Okay, that's where the Normandy is. Elevator. Okay. Oh wait. Can we use the elevator? We never tried yet. We can. Oh my gosh, we can. Oh wow. We got a little bit of fast travel.
Watch out!
What? Okay.
I don't know
Oh,
how
gosh.
much more.
Okay. Okay.
That's it. Bag him and
All
tag
right.
him.
We're good. Now let's Okay. Yeah. The Marco is right here. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh no.
The last batch went south. What are they looking for?
Got some kind of comm signal.
Oh
Too weak to
jeez.
pinpoint, but someone is definitely there. More chatter. Still no fix.
Okay, come
Any
on.
sign of movement? Lisbon could still be in there. It's only been a few days.
Oh gosh.
She's my daughter. I'll wait as long as I have to.
Oh, okay. Jeez, back up. Dang. Wait, how do you... Oh, freaking sick. Yeah, there we go. Okay, come. I guess this is where we stop. Oh gosh. Hey, come on. Oh, come on. It's right there. Here we go.
You got movement. Some kind of vehicle. Not one of the Geth.
Oh,
Sounds like they've spotted us. They must be close.
Forget them. We need to find the gap.
well, if we've... Come on. Rex, come on.
That's close enough!
Relax, Jong. They're obviously not Geth.
Get back, Juliana. Who are you? What do you want?
Alliance military.
Commander Shepard, I'm here to remove your Geth problem.
You see? You worry too much.
And you trust too easily, Juliana.
I'm just glad to see a friendly face. I thought we were the only humans left on this planet.
Phi Dan and some of the members of Zoo's Hope are still alive.
I thought you said they were all dead.
I said they were probably all dead.
They're not dead, but the Geth have really pounded them.
We know what that's like. Those damn synthetics are relentless.
Are we getting close to their base?
You're almost there. They're holed up in the EXOGENI headquarters, just a bit further down the Skyway.
Those headquarters are private property, soldier. Remove the Geth and nothing
Oh,
else.
shut up.
I'm not interested in your company's secrets.
Commander, before you go, my daughter, Lisbeth, she's missing.
They shouldn't waste time poking around. We can do a proper accounting of our casualties after the Geth are gone.
That's my daughter you're talking about. She's still alive. I know it.
Where is she?
Where's your daughter, Juliana?
She was working in the EXOGENI building when the attacks came.
Oh, yeah, there were several places she could hide.
For a short time, this one does not care about nobody.
Do you know what the Geth are after?
I have no idea. We certainly haven't found anything of use. Something EXOGENI is keen to remind us of.
We need to recoup our expenses. It's nothing personal.
Tell me about the colony.
We established ourselves here 4 years ago. Growth was steady until the attacks. Our biggest challenge has been the lack of resources. There's just so little here of value. Still, we were making a go of it. It was even starting to feel like home.
What brought you here?
I guess I thought this would be the start of a new life. I wanted to go where I could feel like I was making a difference. Instead, everything we built is destroyed. It's very hard not to lose hope.
Stay bunkered down until I find out what the Geth are after.
Of course. And please remember, if you see my daughter...
Oh, don't worry, I will. Okay. Refugee, alright. Alright. Let's go. This is Jenny. Yep. Let's go. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, gosh.
You owe us for this. The Skyway's crawling with Geth.
Yeah.
Package is secure. We're leaving now. Wait. Shut down the comm. We've got incoming Geth. Damn it! Shut down the comm!
Oh gosh. There we go.
The Geth don't need much of an invitation to move in, do they?
What are they up to? There's no point to this unless they're looking for something.
That's true though. I missed. Okay, just a sniper. Okay, yeah. There's a barrier here. Odd.
Ain't getting through this with the gear we have. Has to be another way in.
Time to clean this place up.
One-way drop, Commander.
Where? What? One-way drop? You mean? I didn't see where you pointed at. Oh, is it? Yep, it's in right here. Oh, jeez.
Damn it! I'm so sorry. I thought you were Geth, or one of those Baron.
It's okay.
You're safe now. But why were you here in the first place?
It's my own fault. Everyone else was running, and I stayed to back up data. Next thing I knew, the Geth ship latched on, and the power went out. I was trapped. I tried to get out, but the way was blocked.
We'll get you out as soon as we find out what the Geth are after.
It's not the Geth, it's the energy field they put up. They don't want anyone else getting access to the...
I'm here for the Geth. It's very important that I find out what they're after.
I don't know for certain, but I'm guessing they're here for the thorium.
What's a thorium?
It's an indigenous life form. EXOGENI was studying it.
I need more information. I need to know why the Geth are after this thorium.
I might be able to, but not with those Geth crawling around everywhere.
Oh, okay, yeah, makes sense.
Look, we need to get out of here, past that field.
Do you know how we can shut it down?
No, not exactly. But I think the Geth ship is powering it. I've noticed the Geth laying power cables everywhere. You could follow those cables, but there's Geth all over the place.
Alright, I'll look into it. Stay put until the field is down.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me twice. I'll just find a small hole to hide in until the field is down. Oh, here, take my ID. This should get you past any locked doors.
Okay.
Good luck with that field.
What the freak? What the freak?
Powering up.
Oh my gosh.
All targets down.
Right. Let's check and see. Okay.
Stupid machine. Access encrypted.
It's a crew gun?
No, I don't want to review protocol.
I am unable to comply. Please contact your supervisor.
Damn it! Tell me what I want or I'll blast your virtual ass into actual dust!
Please contact your supervisor for a level 4 security exemption or make an appointment with...
Stupid machine!
If there is nothing else, please step aside. There is a queue forming behind you for the use of this console.
Ooh, what the freak? Ooh.
EXOGENI Corporation reminds all staff that the discharging of weapons while on company property is strictly forbidden. Welcome back, Research Assistant Elizabeth Bainham. What can I do for you?
What information was the last user attempting to access?
Fetching data. The previous user was attempting to access details on the study of subject species 37, the thorium.
What did you tell him?
I was unable to provide the previous user with any relevant data. Aside from lacking proper access, there has been no new data available on species 37. All sensors monitoring the observation post at Zeus Hope have been inactive for several cycles.
What does Zeus Hope have to do with the thorium?
Species 37 is located within the substructure of the zoo's Hope outpost.
Tell me everything you know about the Thorian.
The Thorian is a simple plant life form that exhibits a sentient behavior uncommon with other flora. Through dispersion and the eventual inhalation of spores, it can affect and control other organisms, including humans. The zoo's Hope control group has yielded interesting results. Before sensors went offline, almost 85% of all test subjects were infected.
What?
EXOGENI knew all along what would happen to those people.
It was deemed necessary to assess the true potential of Species 37.
So that's why they were acting weird. We should warn Joker.
Yeah.
Joker! Come in, Joker! Damn it! That field's blocking us.
We've got to drop that shield and get back to the outpost.
VI, what can you tell me about the Geth ship and the field it's generating?
I have limited data on the Geth. They have effectively blocked all sensors within the facility. I have detected unusual power fluctuations, but am unable to determine the source.
We need to find that ship. Let's get moving.
Going to standby mode.
Yeah. Freaking EXOGENI, man. What are they doing? Were they praying or something?
Looks like they're using these claws to anchor that ship to the side of the building.
Subtle as a boot to the face. How do we cut the power if it's coming from the ship?
We need a way to give it a kick. Let's check the other claws. Damn things can't be perfect.
Yeah. Glowing orb.
What is this place? Almost looks like the Geth built themselves some kind of church.
It's weird.
Hey, if they're looking for God, I'd be happy to speed them on their way.
What is this place?
Oh, wait.
Almost looks like the Geth built themselves some kind
Glowing
of
orb
church.
can be shooted?
If they're looking for God, I'd be happy to speed them on their way.
Are we meant to?
What is this place?
I can't interact with it.
Like
It's
Geth built
odd.
themselves some kind of church.
Hey, if they're looking for God, I'd be happy to speed them on their way.
Engaging target.
Oh, crap.
All targets down.
Okay, yep. Oh, okay. It's upstairs. Oh, freaking Kruger. Oh, it was done already.
On it.
Here we go.
Area secured.
Right. Okay, so this is just some extra stuff that we could collect, but we don't have these skills yet. So let's go to the other side and find the source that generate the machine. Some machine that generates the. Yep, can't go that way. This way. Come on. There we go.
Just like the other one. We don't have the teeth to tear this out. Keep looking.
Ah, crap. Oh no. Not the big one. Not the big one. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Where did it go? Oh, that's right. Sorry. What am I doing? Where's
no armor to tear up even one claw in that ship.
Here we go.
Think we're good, Commander.
Okay. You find a repair ticket attached to the console. The down door to the shuttle bay is fried again. Works fine if the PSI is 30 or lower and the safety shut-off kicks in if the PSI gets above 34. But if the PSI is in 31 to 34 zone, the door slams down. Not power to share through a metal I-beam. Somebody fix this before one of my team loses an arm. That thing. Okay, 13. Oh. Oh. Okay, well, okay, let's just, oh, okay, alright, so, let me try this one more time. What is it? No, there isn't anymore, so it's just these ones. Okay. Okay, it's just leads to a shutdown again. Warning, high pressure. Okay, wait, I'm confused. Okay, so okay, works fine if PSI is 30 or lower. Okay, 30 or lower. 17, 11, no. Okay. Terminal, no. I am really confused with this bot. Wait. Oh, wait a minute. Was the shutdown? Okay. can we? Yes, okay. There we go. Yeah, we gotta run. Oh, or not. Well, goodbye.
That's the way. Doors will be open now. We can go deal with that thorian thing. Damn. I'd like to have seen the face on their pilot when that thing toppled.
This was my kind of mission. Kill a bunch of Geth and end things off with a huge crash.
I repeat, Normandy to shore party. Are you reading? Anyone there? Normandy to shore party. Come on, Commander. Talk to me.
Joker?
Is that you, Joker? What's going on over there?
We're in lockdown here, Commander. Something happened to the colonists. They're banging on the hull, trying to claw their way inside the ship. They're freaking out.
Sit tight.
Keep those colonists away from the Normandy. Gun them down if you have to.
Will do, Commander. We'll fire off a few warning shots. That should send them running.
All right, people. You know the drill. Let's move out.
Yeah, we gotta go. Nope, this way. Right, the barrier's off, so we can finally go.
There you are. We should get out of here. I don't think this place is safe.
I need some answers. You knew more about the thorian than you let on.
I was afraid. I wanted to stop the tests, but they threatened me. Told me I'd be next. When the Geth attacked, I stayed behind to send a message to Colonial Affairs. I tried to tell them where to find the thorian, but the power cut before I could send the message.
Oh.
I never meant for this to happen.
You did what you could. I'll help them if you can tell me where to find the thorian.
The thorian is underneath Zoo's Hope, but the entrance is blocked.
That's what it was?
The colonists covered it with the freighter just before the Geth attacked.
But why are the Geth after the thorian? What could Saren want with it?
Well, it does have unique mind control capabilities.
What?
That's what EXOGENI was interested in.
Normandy to shore party, come in.
What is it, Joker?
We're getting a lot of Geth comm chatter. Looks like they're headed your way.
Oh, great.
You heard the man. Let's move out.
I'm coming with you. I might be able to help. Undo the mess I helped create.
Right. Come on. Let's get back to the Mako. Is it a Mako or Mako? I really don't know. Let's go. We gotta get back. Oh, come on. We running. Yo, what you doing?
What was that all about?
What? Oh, come on. Okay, let me just park for a second. I'm gonna park for a second. No, wait. No, we can't park here. We have to go down first.
This is Juliana Bainham of Pharaoh's Colony. Please help us.
Oh my gosh, this freaking vehicle. I hate it so much.
That's my mom! Stop! Stop! They're over!
Okay.
You can't do this, Jong.
Everyone shut up! Let me think.
What's going on?
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Huh?
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Lisbeth!
Damn it! Come out where I can see you! All of you! Shepard. Damn it. I knew it was too much to hope the Geth would kill you. I found some interesting facts about you in the EXOGENI database. I know what happened on Akuz. This doesn't have to end like that.
Not this time, Jong. You need to back down and let them go.
You don't understand. It's not that easy.
What do you mean?
Communications are back up. EXOGENI wants this place purged.
This is a human colony, John.
Why?
You can't just repurpose us.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
Species set to D7.
You're after the one unique thing Pharos has, the Thorian.
The what?
It's a telepathic life form living under Zoo's hope. It's taking control of the colonists there. EXOGENI knew all along.
You won't get away with this, Jong.
So you keep saying, but nobody's gonna miss a few colonists.
Okay. They won't miss you either. Okay. They won't miss you either.
You've gone way too far. This ends now.
If that's the way it has to be, heck, come on, come on!
As if we don't have enough problems. Now we're shooting each other in the back.
It's my fault. I knew what was going on and I didn't do anything.
Don't you start. You do good work, and you know it. So what now, Commander?
Don't worry.
I'll deal with the Thorian, then make sure you're safe.
The colonists won't let you near the Thorian. They'd die first. They're under its control.
Wait.
What else am I supposed to do?
There's gotta be another way.
I think there is. You could safely use a nerve agent to neutralize the colonists.
Nerve agents?
Like a gas grenade.
Releasing clouds of nerve gas doesn't seem like a particularly good idea.
It's not like it's weapons grade. The insecticide we use in the grow labs contains trace amounts of tetraclopine, a neuromuscular degenerator. If their nervous systems are already weakened, it may act as a paralyzing agent.
Dodgy. But it just might work.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'll do what I can.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Commander.
Equip your grenades with the anti-Thorian gas upgrade. This will disable infected colonists without killing them. Oh, okay, so we actually have to... Ooh. Okay, where's the grenades? This is the grenades. Okay, anti-Thorian. Right. So, we're not supposed to kill them. We're not actually supposed to kill them. Oh, for freaking sake. This thing is so light, man. I cannot handle this thing. Please, no, bro. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh gosh. It's only someone. No. Oh, Marco, why? What? Dorian Creeper?
What the hell was that? I don't know what that plant does to people, but that's not human.
Careful, leave the colonists.
No hitting the colonists, even if the Thorian makes them fire on us. That's what the gas grenades are for.
Whatever you say, Commander. Let's do it.
Yeah. Colonists a lot. Oh, jeez. We actually... Oh, no. Okay, we gotta deal with the creeper first. Oh gosh.
Now it gets fun.
Wait, I wonder, can I actually use wait, I wonder. I want to know. Let me unequip it. Let me unequip it. And can I use this? No. Okay. What the other one? What? You can't? Oh, okay. Guess we gotta use the grenades. Okay. Makes sense. Anti-Thorian. Come on, let's go. Okay, we need to. We're not gonna kill them. We're gonna do right. So line up here.
Incoming!
Okay, good. Go, 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 go. Oh gosh, I don't know how. We have 3 grenades left. Oh, that's not good because how many people are there actually in this place? I don't think there's much, right? I don't think there aren't that many people, right? Oh gosh, oh gosh. Yeah. Okay.
Hold the line!
Oh shoot! No. Okay. Don't kill them, don't kill them.
Hold the line!
Good. Oh crap, this is gonna be hard. This is gonna be harder than I thought. Because they're right there too.
They're all over the Borealis. Let's move one of the cargo blocks and see what crawls.
Wait, freaking right there. Ah, crap, we got one. Oh, hey, yo, hold on. Hey, you didn't get to do that. What the freak? gosh, we don't have any more. How do we save them though? We don't have any more grenades. Anti-Thoric. Oh gosh, this is gonna be ridiculous. Oh, this is ridiculous. Anti-bus. Oh gosh. What? Wait, you know, we never went downstairs yet, so is there anything downstairs or not? No, they wouldn't go downstairs, so we gotta go back up. Okay, come on. Okay, we gotta rush it. We gotta rush it. Sorry, but we gotta rush it. Oh gosh.
Hold the line.
Go. Go right now.
Incoming.
I don't have any more. Okay, oh my gosh, thank goodness for these grenades. Now you. Thank goodness for those grenades. Oh my gosh. If it weren't there, oh my gosh, I'm so screwed. If it weren't there. I didn't need to do that. I didn't need to do that. I'm so sorry. Oh gosh, okay, I'm so sorry for your partner, but I'll spare you. There you go. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Because what if...
There's controls for the crane, Commander. Can you make sense of that?
Ugh, what the frick? How am I? Okay, this makes no sense. Rex! What are you doing? Oh, friggin' sake. I gotta... Okay, finally. Now we could move on. Oh my gosh, that took so long. Okay, at least we got 5 extras. Now, do not kill the freaking... Do not kill the colonists. Oh gosh. There we go. Finally got 2. Now for the tricky part. Gosh, don't let me hit one. Let's try to do this one by one. the hell? Okay, and then all this left is the rest of the it says everyone else. There we go. Just one more. Just one more.
Negative contacts, Commander.
No. There's gotta be one more. Just making sure. Hang on. Just making sure. If there's like no one else. Okay. Okay. Okay.
I tried to fight it, but it gets in your head. You can't imagine the pain. I was supposed to be their leader. These people trusted me.
No.
It wants me to stop you, but I won't. I won't!
No, what? What? Oh, that's bull crap.
This place has seen better days.
That's bull crap. He died? Nah, bro. Come on. We have two extra grenades. Oh gosh. Oh, it's down there. .32 power gun.
Okay, we just have to find this thing and put a couple of rounds into... What the hell is that?
Nah.
We are gonna need bigger guns.
That thing is humongous.
Invaders, your every
sorry,
step is
Chloe.
a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose. I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the Thorian. It commands that you be in awe.
I need what Saren came for.
You gave something to Saren. Something I need.
Saren sought knowledge of those who are gone. The old growth listened to flesh for the first time in the long cycle. Trades were made. Then cold ones began killing the flesh that would tend the next cycle. Flesh fairly given. The old growth sees the air you push as lies. It will listen no more.
I won't let you keep your thralls. Release them, now.
No more will the Thorian listen to those that scurry. Your lives are short, but have gone on too long. Your blood will feed the ground with new growth.
What? Okay. That was something. Oh gosh, that's more.
Commander, some sort of get out.
Groot? Wait, how did... Okay. Oh gosh. Wait, so is some dead and someone like... Okay, never mind. Oh, freaking hell.
Perimeter secured.
Can't open that.
Oh, it smells like compost. Rotten compost.
Is that? Hang on a second. Oh, right here. Ugh.
That hurt it. I can tell. A few more of those get some trouble.
Ugh. It released another one? Oh gosh, now we gotta be careful about them. And now it's open.
Contact.
You must die!
What the hell?
I'm a little busy here.
Okay, good.
I think we got him, Commander.
Oh gosh. Get up. Wait, grenades. Fire explosives. Need those. Yeah, can't. Okay.
Contacts, Commander.
I smell trouble.
There we go. Come on. There we go. Whew. Oh gosh. What the frick? Look how many there are. Oh gosh. Assassination. Okay, that's not open.
All targets down.
Oh, this one right
here. Area secured.
Oh shoot. There we go. What the freak? Come on. And boom. Oh, finally.
Got it on the road scout. Has to drop soon.
Let's just go on. Wait, there's some. Wait, what are we? Oh, they're up there. God, there was something. Wait. Ah, crap.
You must die.
Oh, crap. crap, this is not sorry.
You must die!
Oh gosh. Wait, there's actually someone up there, I guess?
All targets down.
Okay. What the frick?
Area secured.
Finally, oh my gosh. Ah, crap.
Over there.
Okay, good.
All targets down.
Okay. Jeez. Oh, come on. Oh gosh, just look at it's just one more. No. Ah, crap. Hey. Heal up.
You must die!
Oh, jeez, man. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's done. Okay, I'm guessing this is the real one. Yup.
I'm free. I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
Are you okay?
Everything all right? Are you hurt?
I am fine, or I will be, in time. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
What do you mean? He tricked her?
Are you saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
Typical Asari meddling. About time it bit you in the ass.
There's more to this.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
That's horrible.
Saren's pretty quick to betray his own people.
He was quick to betray the Thorian, too. After he had what he wanted, he ordered the Geth to destroy all evidence of its existence.
Of course he did.
Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory. A viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
There has to be some way. I need that information.
I need the cipher.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us, one to another. Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence. Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity. I have given you the cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are a part of you now.
Are you alright, Shepard? What'd she do?
Don't worry.
I saw something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift. The experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
You look a little queasy. We should get you back to the ship.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
Okay. Sovereign.
Tell me more about this ship Saren has. Sovereign is alien. I do not know how it was built or where it comes from. Its design does not match that of any known spacefaring species. It dwarfs any vessel in the Citadel or Alliance fleets. Its weapons are devastating. Its defenses virtually impenetrable. With it, Saren believes he is unstoppable.
It controls minds?
You said Saren uses it to manipulate his followers. The indoctrination. There is an energy about Sovereign. You feel drawn to the ship. It makes Saren's arguments more persuasive, more compelling.
Oh.
Spend enough time in Sovereign's presence and you will lose yourself. There is no other way to explain it.
Okay. Alright. I should leave.
I can't spend any more time here. Not while Saren's still out looking for the conduit. Then I wish good fortune upon you. Saren must be stopped before he finds the conduit. As for me, I will stay here with the colonists.
Okay.
I feel great shame for my part in their suffering. As long as any of the colonists remain on this world, I will do whatever I can to aid and protect them.
You did it. With the Thorian gone, we can start rebuilding for ourselves again. And we're free of EXOGENI's threats. We're back to being just a little nowhere colony. Thank you, Commander.
I was hoping you'd have a moment to speak with me. I've got a bit of a problem.
What do you need?
I need to retrieve some data. It's not a big job, but it pays well.
I'm done with this planet.
All right. Just remember, there's money to be made if you want.
Bro, I said I was done, man. So it's up. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's just get back to the Normandy. Oh, I just found out about like these armors. Holy crap, they look amazing, man.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Decontamination in progress.
Commander, you look pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
I feel strange.
The cipher shook me up a bit.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
Do it. Hurry. We don't have much time.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity.
What does this mean?
That was incredible.
What does this mean?
All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Did you see anything?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the Commander's mind is incomplete.
You sure you didn't come across any kind of clue or hint? Something we might have missed?
Everything I saw, you already know. You were right about the Reapers. The Protheans were destroyed by a race of sentient machines. I think it is obvious there is a connection between the Reapers, the Prothean extinction, and the conduit, but I did not see anything that would help us find it.
What's our next move?
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision. What was there, at least. But something was missing. Saren must have the missing information.
Oh.
Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
It didn't tie me on.
You sure it was the joining? I feel fine.
Your role in our communion is passive. I am the one who must submerge myself in your mind, drown myself in your thoughts. It is more difficult than it looks. The human subconscious instinctively resists the joining, Commander. A strong personality like yours makes it even harder.
Are you okay?
Dr. Chalkwash should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
We're done here. Dismissed.
I've sent off the Pharos report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Yeah.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, EXOGENI should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
No,
Might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
The only reason to study a creature like that is to figure out how to kill it.
Yes, kill it. That's how you humans usually deal with things you don't understand.
The Thorian wasn't complicated. It enslaved and killed innocent civilians.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human.
I swear to God, boy. Disconnect.
Goodbye, Counselor.
Oh, lost the connection, ma'am. Sorry.
Yo, even freaking Joker, oh my God, I am so grateful for you to be a pilot of the Normandy. Oh my gosh. All right, so okay, let's go talk to Joker again, and see if he has like any dialogue or not.
Hey, Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
Okay, I just want to talk.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Oh wait, did I?
I can.
Okay, yeah.
Top of my class.
Okay, yeah, that was all the dialogue we have. Okay, let's go talk to everyone. Okay. All right, Caden.
Do you have some time to talk now, Commander?
I'm listening.
Let's hear it, Lieutenant. I'm always open to my officers.
We've played it pretty close to the book so far, but we're a long way from backup. We've got some tough calls to make. I'm just saying, try to leave yourself a way out. I've seen what cutting corners can do, and I'd hate to have that happen to you, Shepard. Commander.
Shepard, how informal. Are you concerned for me?
This a personal observation, Caden?
I don't want to step on anyone else's toes, especially if you're if I have misread your interests.
Oh, you mean Liara?
Someone? You're referring to our young Prothean expert.
I think she's older than both of us put together, but yeah. There's a lower deck rumor that she's interested in you. It's more than a source of Prothean data. She's a very interesting lady. To my tastes, but I never claimed to be big on alien culture.
Are you jealous?
You seem awfully worried about my personal affairs.
It's just that we don't have much downtime these days. I like being around you, but I don't want to take up your personal time.
I'm here, aren't I?
Look, you didn't want to talk about Liara, did you? What's your real issue?
You're right. Sorry. It wasn't, Liara's not my main concern. I'm not questioning any decision you've made, Shepard. Let me be clear about that. It's just my experience that once someone lets something slide, it tends to pick up speed. You get my meaning?
You're talking about a particular example, aren't you?
You know the records about the biotic trading out on Jump Zero? They're all classified because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Why can't we do it alone, experts?
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
Why not the Asari?
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Why can't we do it alone?
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and EXO. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
Okay, you do what you have to do. You have a bad teacher?
Get your knuckles wrapped a few times, Lieutenant?
Yeah, you could say that. Our instructor was a Turian by the name of Commander Vernus. To introduce himself, he liked to say, "I was at the helm of the dreadnought that killed your father." When I told him my dad wasn't in the war, he'd retired to Vancouver. My family had an inland home that matured to new beachfront. Vernus had it in for me after that. He cut corners, pushed hard. I mean, you either came out a Superman or a wreck. A lot of kids snapped. A few died.
Jeez.
The point of all this, I guess, is that when you cut corners, it's not always obvious who pays for it.
This the part where I fix it. Why tell me?
So why are you telling me this? Is there something I can do to help you get over it?
I'm 32, Shepard. You don't serve as long
He's
as I have
32?
without coming to terms with yourself. You also learn that if someone is special to you, you help them. Try to keep them from making mistakes.
Special, huh?
If I'm out of line, just say the word.
I'm interested, but not now.
Now isn't the ideal time. But I want to talk about this, Caden.
I get you, Shepard. I don't make a habit of complicating the chain of command. Just think about what I said.
We'll talk later, Caden.
I'd like that.
Oh. Okay, let's go talk to... So, there's like rumors going on with... Okay.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Oh, okay, yeah.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Okay, I was gonna ask her about the rumors.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
I was worried.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
She's the best. Didn't I do this before?
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
What about now?
Has your opinion changed at all?
It has. I have been watching you and your crew. It has taught me a lot about your species. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
Intimidating?
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what happened on Akuz. The fact that you survived shows a remarkable strength.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the woman you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
I want to believe her.
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest. But it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard. But I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Lieutenant Alenko.
You're female. Nah. No, it's not serious.
The Lieutenant and I are just friends. Nothing more.
My mistake, then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too?
Okay, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I just want to do the romance. This is actually the most This is actually one of the most popular romance options in the Mass Effect series. This is one of the most popular ones.
No, you were right. There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
Don't analyze it. We have one thing in common.
Saren wants both of us dead. That's something.
That is not the most romantic reason, is it? You make it all sound so dangerous.
I'll keep you safe.
I am not looking for a protector. This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. You. I need some time.
I understand. It's a lot to handle.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's just talk about something else for now.
But that's it. That's it.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Okay. Alright, let's just go down to the elevator and talk to everyone else. Rex.
What do you want, Shepard?
Personal inquiry.
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Like?
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed.
What?
I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was, until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly.
Shucks.
I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left. And that's why I'll never go back.
So long, Rex.
Dang. There's a lot to take in. Alright, so... Oh, there's Ashley.
Commander?
Can we talk?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Oh.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Caden.
Are you interested in the lieutenant, Chief?
No, ma'am. And anyway, Scuttlebutt says he's already sweet on someone. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
No, but I didn't know you have a sister.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially.
Sisters.
With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
I was an only child, but I get the idea. At least one of my parents was always on duty.
Yeah, military families, eh? With schedules like that, it's a wonder we ever have kids anymore. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen LY away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
No means no, something changed. Boys, no control.
Sounds like that situation didn't last.
Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took
military family.
To school for a few days.
Dedicated of you.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like it was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was going to end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Where was your father?
Where was your father during this? Wasn't your family stationed near him?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
No. You read poetry?
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Wow.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home.
He died?
Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching though.
I thought he's like,
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it?
No.
That I believe in God?
was not. Not my place to judge.
Your beliefs are your business. I'm your commanding officer, not your moral compass.
I appreciate that, Skipper. I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Oh my gosh, you know, I just want to talk about like how, okay, like it's how we have different beliefs, right? So I'm a Muslim. My friend, I don't know his religion, and one of my friends is from primary school is a Christian, I believe. And there's like this stupid thing. There's like this stupid war between beliefs of Islam and Christianity. It's so stupid. It's honestly really stupid. And this is it's just an argument over beliefs.
Commander, good to see you.
Personal questions.
You've been with CSEC a while.
Oh,
Have
did
you
I?
seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
Okay, anything specific?
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember the Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
So what was it?
Both, actually.
Oh.
But it took us a while to figure that out.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits, 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Yeah? Go on.
One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body.
What?
Some of them fresh. That was a big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
What?
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only
What
if
the
organs
hell?
were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Gosh.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock.
He ran?
By the time I found him, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order.
Why?
They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
No wonder you hated it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
Tough choice.
I suppose I can see both sides. But what's done is done.
I suppose. Can't waste too much time worrying about it now. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salian?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a job.
Oh gosh.
I told
Dr.
the military,
Hart.
but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Okay. Alright, so... Fine, okay. Alright, guys, the coordinates. Okay, the Kepler village. Okay. We're not gonna do this right now, which... Okay,
Looking for supplies?
Yeah.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Okay, so we have plenty of money, so that... Yes, okay, we do have plenty of money. Medici... Oh. We're buying this. Assault rifle. Okay, shotgun. Ooh. Scorpion. Alright. That's about it. Alright, last one is...
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
You seem happy.
To see you smiling again, so to speak.
Oh, because we can't
I'm
actually
sleeping
see
much better
her
now.
face.
I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Starin's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
Like what?
What are you hoping to find?
Usually, people bring back something like a derelict ship we can use for salvage. But I need something bigger. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
Preferential treatment?
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
There's a lot of pressure.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
What if we saved... We don't want that.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Starin's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Starin. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
Todd's father.
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter.
Plus, he was pretty strict. A military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now, I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
That's true. But what about your mother?
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background.
Oh.
Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago.
What?
Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with. And he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant. Like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it, not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I think that's it.
I should go.
See you later.
Yeah, okay, so we're gonna end this right here. So anyway, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.